Hello, everyone. It was really delightful to finish module number 6 on the Oxford Executive Leadership Program. And this specific module was really profound, especially it was dealing with a very sensitive topic of change management. Now, it was really lovely to understand that leaders are the chief architect for change. So no matter in what capacity we are engaged, it's really important to always have that in the back of mind that we have to architect that change. So I'm going to be sharing my top 6 insights from module number 6. The first one is, of course, change is a very, very challenging process. And that's why it's really helpful to have some theoretical framework and understanding of those models around change management. And it was really insightful to learn more about, say, the Costa model or our very own Professor Tim Morris's model to understand the background around change, why people resist change, what sort of strategies we can use for change management. Number 2, I think thank you, Steve, for this very insightful point you raised that why people resist change. Is it the change people are resisting or it's something else? And for me, it was really insightful to learn that people do not resist change, they resist loss. And now that I reflect on things, every time there's been a change proposal, often there is some sort of a loss attached for people in that. And I think once we come from that framework, it really helps to address that in a more powerful manner. Next one, strategies for change management. Of course, there are lots of strategies which can be used and they are context dependent, very much context dependent. But some of the key strategies which resonated with me were things like education, participation, creating that strong narrative and engaging people into that narrative, supporting, incentivizing people, and of course, coercion if and when it's needed. Next one, it was really lovely to understand more about supporters versus opposition. I was quite stunned by understanding that on average there are more than 75% of silent majority. And now that I reflect on some of the things I've done in the past, I think I've often not really thought about that silent majority, because the attention is usually going on those people who are quite vocal about either supporting something or against something. So what I really learned and what it really sparked in terms of my thinking was how to mobilize our supporters, and especially how to deal with inertia. And which led to this really important point about creating small projects. And not only creating that project, but while we are designing those projects, very thoughtfully engage people from very diverse backgrounds and diverse standing in terms of their support or opposition into that project can be a valuable thing to kickstart change as well. And of course, towards the end, it was really lovely to hear about the 5-10-15 plan. Well, look, I'm not sure about the 5 hugs, but definitely 10 compliments and 15 laughs can be very, very helpful and useful. And of course, try and surround yourself with a coach, champion, and a cheerleader. So I think it's really important to identify those people. And can I say, I got so lucky that through this Oxford Leadership Program, through our WhatsApp group and through our LinkedIn group, I think I've found lots of cheerleaders and champion and coaches as well. So thank you so much once again, Oxford Leadership Program, for this wonderful module. Thank you to all the tutors and everybody who is working behind the scene in terms of making these modules really engaging and helpful. Thank you so much.